In a world obsessed with Messi versus Ronaldo, Neuer has rightfully claimed his status as the Goalkeeper. And while comparing him to you might seem a bit unfair, if you want to beat the rest, you have to learn from the best. In today's video, I'll reveal 5 reasons why Manuel Neuer is a better goalkeeper than you and what you can do to learn from him to take your goalkeeping skills to new heights. And stick with me to the end because reason number 1 will literally blow your mind. Let me take you back to 2014. It's the FIFA World Cup and we're in the group stages. Germany is in a nail-biting match against Algeria and suddenly legendary goalkeeper Manuel Neuer races up the field to meet a striker who thinks he's free on goal. Neuer, with a perfectly timed tackle, intercepts the ball and clears the danger. But this was no accident. Time and time again throughout the match, Neuer proved he was no longer just a goalkeeper, he was now acting as an extra defender, a sweeper keeper if you will. And little did we know at the time that this would completely change modern goalkeeping as we knew it forever. Neuer's offensive approach and perfect positioning skills changed the game forever, and now every young goalkeeper is trying to do the same, and for good reason as well. And if you think about it, having Neuer behind you in goal, it means that his defenders can join in on the attack without having to worry about any sneaky long balls behind their line because they know that Neuer has their backs. This has been a key factor in Bayern Munich's dominance in the German Bundesliga, securing the title 11 times in a row. And that is of course before Xabi Alonso's Bayern Leverkusen finally managed to stop them this year. And with Manuel Neuer out injured with a ski accident a significant part of this season, do you think it's a coincidence they didn't win it this year? I don't think so. Neuer's presence in the Bayern Munich team is so important and his absence has clearly impacted the team's performance this season. But why do so many goalkeepers struggle with the keeper sweeper style? Well, it really boils down to 3 things, and the first one is your positioning. You need to be at the right spot at the right time. So if the ball is high up the field, you need to step out of your penalty box because this will give you the upper hand to close down that space between you and your defenders. And second, you have to read the game. So if you can, watch your games back, analyze your performances and look for situations where you were caught lacking. Understanding how the game flows can help you anticipate where the ball goes next. And third, be brave. Stepping out of your goal to intercept the ball is risky, and if you misjudge the situation, you will expose yourself and your goal. And yes, we all fear being mocked for our mistakes as goalkeepers, but you see, Neuer's fearless approach and confidence in his decision making allow him to take these calculated risks. So start testing your limits and accept that mistakes will happen from time to time. Even Neuer, despite being the greatest of all time, has made some absolute blunders. Being a sweeper keeper is a mindset you develop over time by failing over and over again and learning from your mistakes. Embrace it, and I promise you, you will transform your sweeper keeping game just like Neuer did. As they say, go big or go home. Did you know that Manuel Neuer used to be a striker in his younger days? And while I don't know if this is true or not, but rumor has it that if he wasn't a goalkeeper, he'd be a professional outfield player. Neuer's skills with the ball at his feet have always been exceptional, but it wasn't until he met Pep Guardiola that they became legendary. Under Guardiola's guidance, Neuer's distribution skills evolved to the point where he became a deep-lying playmaker for Bayern Munich and the Germany's national team. And some even say that Neuer's ability to control the ball under pressure rivals that of midfield wizards like Andres Iniesta and Luka Modric. This skill allows his teams to build up confidently from the back, maintain possession, and even dictate the tempo of the game. So how can you improve your distribution skills and ball control to be more like Neuer? First, if you believe dribbling and ball control are just for for wingers and midfielders, think again. Simple and controlled dribble drills can significantly improve your control over the ball, even as a goalkeeper. You don't need anything fancy. I'm not asking you to be the next Ronaldinho. Just practice basic dribbling to get comfortable with the ball at your feet. Second, work on your passes. Short, quick passes for tight situation and your long passes for clearing the ball or even starting a counter-attack. By practicing both types, you can adapt to various situations and be ready for anything. And thirdly, don't be afraid of challenges. During training and matches, don't be afraid of asking for the ball. You might show hesitance and make mistakes at first, but that's all part of the learning process. The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you'll become. By improving these skills, you can become a key player in your team's build-up play and act like an 11th outfield player, just like Neuer. So start loving these challenges, practice with purpose, and I promise you, soon you will see a big difference in your goalkeeping. Let's face it, Manuel Neuer is an absolute beast in the goal. Standing at 193 centimeters or 6'4", his figure can scare even the best strikers in the world. His height and reach give him a massive advantage in aerial duels and also covering the goal in 1v1 situations. And when you combine that with his explosiveness and speed, he becomes incredibly tough to beat. But it's not just Neuer's natural attributes that make him great. His success is built on hard work and non-stop training attitude. He pushes himself relentlessly, making sure that he stays at the peak of his game year after year after year. And while you can't control your height, you can control the way you train. And to channel your inner Neuer, you need to start working like him, especially off the field. And this is where the gym is your best friend. You need to incorporate strength exercises like squats and deadlifts to build that lower body power, because strong legs give you the foundation of powerful jumps and stability in challenges, allowing you to dominate your area just like Neuer dominates his. And just like dribbling, having quick feet is not only for outfield players. Use agility ladder drills or cone exercises to improve your footwork, quickness, and overall speed, because sharp footwork means you can react faster and move more efficiently in the goal. And lastly, practice plyometric exercises to increase your jump height and explosive power, because the higher you jump, the more ground you can cover, making those top corner saves a no-brainer. But most importantly, push yourself in every training session, whether it's goalkeeper training or off the pitch training. Give it your all. Show up with a promised mindset to improve, and you will soon see the results you hunger. So if you're tall, you're blessed. But if you're not tall, no worries, because hard work always beats talent. And if you don't push yourself, you'll Neuer be like Neuer, never be like Neuer. So follow his example and you'll soon take your goalkeeping skills to the next level. Have you ever seen Neuer make these impossible saves and wonder how he does it? Well, me too. While he might be famous for his offensive style, silky footwork, and accurate distribution, Neuer's shot-stopping skills are second to absolutely none. And while he might have feet of silk, he certainly has hands of steel. And as we talked about, his reach, quick reflexes, and incredible athleticism allow him to make saves that many of us can only imagine. But what truly makes Neuer exceptional is his mastering of the basics. Think diving, catching, positioning. Neuer's basic goalkeeping skills are so rock solid, and this foundation allows him to excel in other aspects of goalkeeping. So how can you improve your shot-stopping skills? Well, it might sound boring, but it all starts with the basics. First, you need to improve your catching technique to get familiar with the ball, whether it's a powerful shot or a tricky dipper. You need to become so good that your hands almost become a magnet for the ball. Second, I know diving can be daunting, especially if you get it wrong. But to become a shot-stopping powerhouse like Neuer, you need to master your diving. Focus on your low dives, your collapse dives, and also your high dives. Remember, even Neuer had to perfect his dives once to become the legend he is today. And while I can't promise you that I'll turn you into the next Manuel Neuer, What I can promise you, if you click the link in the description and buy my Ultimate Self-Training Program, is that I'll give you all the tools, all the drills and personalized mentorship you need to take the next step and reach your goalkeeping dreams faster than ever before. So let's get to work, let's improve, and let's turn your goalkeeping dreams into reality together. Click the link in the description, buy the program, and I'll see you inside. Now, let's turn our attention to the most important reason why Manuel Neuer is a better goalkeeper than me. Better goalkeeper than you, I mean. Do you get easily distracted? Or does your focus break down regularly? Do you feel fear? Do you get nervous? Well, let's take a look at Manuel Neuer. Football is a game of the mind, and for goalkeepers, winning those mental battles is essential. And no one, absolutely no one, does this better than Neuer. His ability to remain calm and composed under pressure means that he's always alert and ready to respond to any situation at any moment. And one of Neuer's big secrets is his ability to feel comfortable with being uncomfortable. Manuel Neuer is human just like you and I, and feeling fear as a human being is totally normal. But by facing this fear and this discomfort head on has helped him grow into the goalkeeper that he is today. He knows that mistakes are a part of the game, but he doesn't let the fear of making a hauler affect his decision making, even when the risks are sky high. But how can we normal goalkeepers build mental toughness like Manuel Neuer? One tool that Manuel Neuer uses a lot is visualization. Visualization is all about seeing the situations unfold in your mind before they actually happen. In other words, you can imagine yourself standing in the goal, brave and confident, and making the perfect decisions and saves no matter what the game throws at you. And by doing this, you're training your mind and your body for the situation when it actually happens. And one pro tip here is that the more vividly and realistically you can imagine these scenarios, the more your brain wires these experiences, making your reaction second nature when it actually counts. But remember, visualization is not magic. It requires a lot of practice and consistency to truly become effective. And another powerful tool which Manuel Neuer is a master in is positive self-talk. Positive self-talk is that strong, quiet voice in your mind that can either lift you up or it can pull you down. And as a goalkeeper, you need to be your own biggest supporter, even when doubt and fear try to sneak in. By constantly feeding positive thoughts into your mind, you strengthen your mental resilience, you boost your confidence, and you create a mindset that helps you overcome challenges and perform at your best. So if you aren't already, start working on your mindset, apply the same tactics that Neuer uses to work on your mental toughness and composure, and this will not only make you into a much better goalkeeper, but it will also make you into a leader and someone your teammates can trust. And if you made it this far in the video, comment Neuer down in the comment section down below to pay tribute to one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. And if you're all fired up and ready to take your goalkeeping skills to the next level, dive into my next video where I show you 5 simple drills that took my goalkeeper distribution and accuracy to a whole new level. And before I let you go, I'll leave you with these 3 words of wisdom. Be bold, be brave, be Neuer.